been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight
About
at the sun.
anime, I just love anything that's like fantastical or sci-fi and worlds that are bright or dark. Drawn worlds are just exciting for me.
Man, to look after, oh my gosh, to look after the youth better.
Hey man, let's start with the word love, okay? Self-love is the most important. That's what you need to give everybody else that love. And these kids need love. They're not learning it because we don't know it like we should. And it's a big part of the concept of everything that I do.
Until you break down. Break down. Until you break down.
Sometimes nature is so detailed and it's got so much, I don't know, dirt. And something about animated worlds have a crispness and a clearness that just makes my soul sing. Always feel like anime was like where I learned so much in the booth. And I think one of the most exciting things that I learned was how to physicalize things with just your voice.
Yeah,
It's always
work. Momentum.
Yeah.
That's another jewel for the youth. Everything is momentum. If you let your momentum decrease, then it's a problem. And that's something that they could teach us.
When I started going, it was something I'd wanted to do for a while, so it was just interact with people. So look at the panels, see which ones interest you. Most of what I do at cons right now is just interact with the community there. So
This is reciprocation, because Jump Switch is helping us reach people, and we're helping Jump Switch reach people.
That's how community
we're
is
gonna
built. And being able to mentally change your perspective on things that are not good for you. Negativity and all of that stuff, it's just one side or the other side of the coin. Flip it, change your perspective.
Life is like a video game. You know, you clear the level, you beat the boss, you go to the next level. And if you're lucky, you get a cheat code. It could give you infinite lives, or it can make you skip to the last board.
Now, we haven't told that story in a while. But since we're here, might as well. We got a little bit of time, so I'll tell you. Our very first comic book convention was in 2011 in the city of Philadelphia. While we were there, we ran into a WWE or WWF wrestler by the name of Brimstone. So Brimstone goes around and he travels to these conventions, and every city he goes to, he would do, he'd find a bar and they do karaoke. And so we ran into him, he invited us out. So there was three of us, myself, D-Nick, and, four of us. Myself, D-Nick, Ray, and Solo that were there. We all go out to the bar, and so there's a moment while Ray and I are on stage, and now everybody's dressed up in costume at this point. Everybody's cosplaying, except for us, we're dressed like ourselves. But we are, so we are on stage, Ray and I are on stage performing. As we're standing there, a young lady walks in and walks over to a table full of her friends down by the front of the door. Like she literally walked through the door, stood there talking with her friends. A few seconds later, a guy walks in, barefoot, walks right over to her, starts talking to her as if they're having an argument. Within a few split seconds, he grabs her, tosses her over his shoulder, runs out the bar. I see this, the Marine in me kicks in, and I'm like, yo, this don't look right. So as he's running out the door, her friends are all frantic, so I'm like, okay, she doesn't know this guy. So Ray and I jump off stage, we run out the front door. My brothers, knowing how we are, they immediately take off out the back door. So we get down the street, this guy's running barefoot with this girl over his shoulder. We grab him, we're able to get her loose, toss him up against the gate, and a bunch of people dressed up like X-Men and superheroes stomped a mud hole in this dude. It just so happens the security guard at the bar was an off-duty police officer. So after he allowed this guy to get roughed up a little bit, he sat him down on the curb. We got the young lady back inside with her friends, and this guy goes to jail. So our very first comic book convention, the very first night, we stopped the kidnapping.
Real life superheroes.
Real life. That is the funniest thing. If you've never seen anyone get beat down by an actual superhero, it was the most fun. I mean,
It never happens in real life.
It never happens in real life, but he caught it that night. Yeah, he definitely caught it that night. So, and he was running fast for somebody that was barefoot. I mean, because this is Philly, so I mean, it's like broken glass everywhere. Like, he is going.
Broken glass everywhere.
Everywhere. So, yes, so that is what happened in Philly, our very first comic book convention. Stop the Kidnapping. Fun times.
Can you imagine just describing that to the cops? It's like, look, it was a person, threw a person over their shoulder, barefoot, mind you, went out the back door, got stopped. Wolverine came through like, wow, and this Spider-Man.
Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Thor, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Thor.
Oh yeah, Thor was there.
And they stomped me out properly.
So again,
Thor
yes,
should have used their hammer.
Dave stomped homie out thoroughly.
he was just like Loki.
Mm.
No, it was just straight up Thor. Like, yeah, hammer and all.